Hello students. Now let us look at the basic conservation principles to engineering problems. Okay. So we know the law of conservation of energy. Like energy can neither be created nor destroyed. Okay. Containing that with respect to thermodynamics, let us see to apply these basic conservation principles to engineering problems requires a good understanding of thermodynamic properties, their interrelationships, and how they relate to various processes. Okay. Although mass conservation may require only a few thermodynamic properties, usually the mass density, that is rho, and its relationship to pressure P and temperature T suffice, successful application of the energy principle, conservation principle relies heavily on the thermodynamic properties. So this law of conservation of energy, it mainly deals with, it is dealt in thermodynamic properties. So you have one particular conservation energy statement which is uh, shown here. This is the first law statement, first law of thermodynamics basically, but I thought it should be discussed in this topic itself. Like suppose there is a system and surrounding, and Q net is the energy that is transferred, that is entering the system as a result of heat transfer process. So system and surrounding is there, and Q is the amount of heat being entering the system, okay, because the system is cold and the surrounding is hot, so there is Q net is the heat entering the system, okay, and W net is the work, is the energy that left the system as a result of work being performed. Means the system is doing some work, and W net is the work which is done by the system, okay, and U1 and U2 are the internal energies of the system in the initial state 1 and in the final state 2 respectively. So the system is there, the system is having an initial internal energy of U, and after this heat and work interaction, the final internal energy in the system is U2. Okay. Now we will see that the heat coming into the system is always taken as positive for thermodynamic uh, considerations. Always the heat supplied to the system is positive, and the work done by the system is positive, okay, that is also considered positive, because we want that, as we have studied the introduction to thermodynamics, thermodynamics deals with interaction of heat to work, that is heat and work interaction. And basically when you look at simple IC engine or gas turbines, we are supplying fuel and we are getting the work done. So the heat supplied we consider as positive, and the work done by the system is considered as negative. Work done by the system is considered as positive, and the reverse is also true. The heat taken away, the heat uh, taken away from the system is negative, and the work done on the system is also considered as negative. Okay. Now you can see the law of applying the law of conservation of energy. Q net in minus W net out is equal to U2 minus U1. So this relationship, heat minus work, is equal to change in the internal energy. This is the basis for the first law of thermodynamics, and this is how you come out with the concept of internal energy. This, okay, the first law statement immediately presents us with an important thermodynamic property, the internal energy U. Okay. So from the first law of thermodynamics, we come to a new property called as internal energy. Okay, and this is how the new entity like internal energy comes into picture. And in similar concept, when we see the second law of thermodynamics, we will come out with a new entity